Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? Back again. I decided to kind of steer away from the snakes for a minute. I decided to tell y'all a true story. This is a story that even my parents don't know. It's the time when I almost killed somebody. And this is a true story. I don't make stuff up. You know, I'm not a fake YouTuber. I'm not making this up for likes. I'm not making this up for views. This is true. This is my life. This is what I lived. So I guess I'll title this "The Time I Almost Killed Someone and the Time Someone Almost Killed Me." This is true story. So I know y'all don't know me, but I used to work for a bank. The name of the bank was Security Bank. I was a teller. Loved it. I didn't make any money though. The money as a teller is crap. I made $9.75 as a bank teller. Crappy job. I think I stayed there for the prestige. Okay, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I was bougie. I used to ask folks, "Where you work?" Kmart. I work at Security Bank. You work at Kmart? Okay. I was bougie. You know, I wore a shirt and tie. You couldn't tell me nothing. I enjoyed the job. I had fun. You know. Even now, at any of my jobs I work, people will tell you, Derek's a joker. He likes having fun. He enjoys himself. I was younger. You know, I worked at Sonic, then I worked at a bank. You know, I was younger. I didn't understand when you're working at a bank, you can't play with people. I didn't understand that. You know, I never worked at a bank. I never had experience. I was learning as I went. I'll never forget the day when I almost killed a man at the bank. I almost killed him. Almost gave him a heart attack. I wish I could do like a flashback. You know how them flashbacks be? So anyways, I can't remember the date, but I'll never forget. You know, I'm at work, got my shirt and tie on, I'm acting bougie. You know, I'm shirt and tie. Hey, how may I help you? Welcome to Security Bank, the bank where all your financial needs are met. How may I help you today? You know, I was bougie. You know, you couldn't tell me nothing. If you would have asked me, I would have told you I was a stockbroker. I worked in the stock market. You hear me? So, anyways, a guy came in. I don't remember his name. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember his name, but he was an older white man. He had an insane amount of money. Insane. Almost $1 million. Well over 800,000. Let's just say that. Almost $1 million. So he comes up to my line and he's like, "I need to make a withdrawal." Hey, no problem. So, you know, I look at the withdrawal slip. I'm on the computer. I look at the withdrawal slip. I look at him. I look at the withdrawal slip. I'm back on the computer. I looked at him. I said, you want to make a withdrawal, but there's no money in your account. I said it with the straightest face. I was playing with this man. You know, I'm young. I didn't know. I didn't understand you can't play with people. I learned quickly, though. So I said it with the straightest face. He grabbed his chest. Oh, no money. Oh. I swear to God. He sat down in the chair. He waved his hand. Excuse me. And then this is the time we had a security officer. I don't remember his name. It was an older black man. He was a security guard. Security guard got him a glass of water. I'll never forget the bank manager's face. The bank manager was looking like this. And the teller supervisor was looking like this. Let's just say I was fired that day. You know, I learned you can't play with people's money. And to this day, I don't play with people's money. But yeah, I almost killed that man. I feel like if that security guard wouldn't have intervened, that man probably would have had a heart attack. And I don't think I ever told my parents this story because I was shocked. I was scared. You know, it was my first time being fired. You know, so I hid it. You know, I hid it. For like the first 2 days after I got fired, I went home and I would wake up like I was going to work, have my shirt and tie on. Hey, mom, bye, mom, bye, dad. I'm going to work. Drive around all day, putting in apps, BSing. So I lucked up. I ended up getting a job at Rent-A-Center. Loved that job, loved it. I was so happy because, like I said, I was making $9.75 at the bank. I got on at Rent-A-Center as an account manager, and I was making like $11.25. I was so happy to tell my parents the news. You know, I wasn't gonna tell them I was fired. I was gonna say, hey, hey, mom, hey, dad, I left the bank. And they were, what? Why? I have another job. Before you judge, it's at Rent-A-Center, but I'm making $2 more. I thought like $11.50, $11.70. It was more. It was more. I was excited. It was more. I don't remember correctly, but I'm pretty sure I didn't tell my parents I got fired. I was like, I'm not telling them that. I was smooth. I left for like 2 days, turned in a whole bunch of apps. So after I almost gave this man a heart attack, I got on at Rent-A-Center. Funnest job of my life. Okay. I was an account manager. It was fun because, you know, I got to do deliveries, drive the big old truck around. But my favorite part of the job, we got to repost stuff. Oh, man, it was so fun. It was so fun. I used to call myself, when I walk into work, they'd be like, Derek, I'd be like, you mean Dog? Dog's the bounty hunter. I'm on folks' heads. I was knocking on doors. I had a motto. I'm here for your stuff. If you can't pay, it can't stay. I was ruthless. And that slowed down very quickly in Wyandotte. So how I went when I worked at Rent-A-Center, we would do our deliveries Monday through Friday. And on Saturday and Sunday, we would run people, which means the collections manager would run off a list of sheets. He's like, hey, hop in the truck, get you some McDonald's, eat your food, and start knocking on these doors. So I was ruthless because I really didn't have no training. It was just, you got the job, deliver this stuff, Saturday through Sunday, go pick this stuff up. We need it, they haven't made the payment. Of course, through the week, we would call and we do our deliveries and we go to the store, we call people, hey, you're late, can you come in or whatever. So weekends, I was thorough. I was a young buck, you know, you couldn't tell me nothing. I done left the bank, you know, that was boring to me. That was super boring. I done left the bank, I'm at Rent-A-Center, I'm repoing stuff. I'm parking on the street looking at folks, flooring it. I'm here to pick your stuff up. But I never forget, I almost got killed repoing for Rent-A-Center, okay? Explain to you what happened. The collections managers at Rent-A-Center need to do a better job of telling you this. If you live in Wyandotte and you want to repo, you can't have a messed up attitude. You got to be humble. I'm so sorry to bother you. I know we all go through hard times. You didn't make a payment. My job sent me here. Is there any way I can take the stuff with me? You got to be humble. I was a young buck. I didn't care. Give me this shit. You can't pay. It can't stay. It got to go. So I repoed this young dude's TV. He was a young cat. Well, he was older than me, but I was a young cat. I couldn't have been no more 17, 18. I was a teen. I was young. Young buck, you know. So I repoed this dude's TV. I was dirtball me. Give me the TV. You ain't paid. You know what you're doing. You know what you do. Fast forward. I'm a little young buck. I'm at the movie theater. You know, I got my little girl on the side of me. Little chick on I got my arm around her. We're at the movies. In the concession stand. I got my arm around her. And out my peripheral vision, I see this dude looking at me like this. The dude that I repo his TV, he's looking at me like this. I look at her. She looking straight ahead. I said, I'm going to look straight ahead with her. Because if we keep looking ahead, maybe we'll turn invisible and he won't see us. So, long story short, I almost died. Scared the shit out of me. I almost peed on myself in front of the little chick I had. So I get my popcorn and I start walking to the movie with my lady. He comes up to her. And he was pissed, but I'm gonna tell you why he was a nice dude. He knew I was young, but he talked to me like a grown man. But he knew I was young. He knew I was a teen. He could tell. And he was very open, very honest. He was like, hey, you came to my house. He was like, you remember me, right? I was like, yeah. Like faintly. I try to play it off. Yeah, I kind of do. He said, you came to my house. You got my TV. I let you take it. But the way you came at me, I should, right here, right now, I should beat, I'm at work, so I can't cuss. But I should beat the out of you right now. But I'm not gonna do that. And I'm gonna tell you why. I know you're young. I know you're a teen. But you better watch yourself. And he was open. It opened my eyes. You know, I'm a young buck. You couldn't tell me nothing. Nuts big, nuts hanging, In front of that girl in that movie theater was the most humbling experience of my life. I never told my parents about it, ever. But I did tell my boss about it. I went back to work the next day. I said, Ray, his name was Raymond. I told him, he was a collections manager. I said, hey, can I just do deliveries? I don't feel comfortable repoing people. And he said, why? So I told him the story. And he said, Derek. Derek. Said, you can't be aggressive repoing where you live. He said, you got to be more humble. Because if not, you're going to get killed out here. He was like, you can't not be aggressive, Derek. You live here. You live in Wyandotte. On your off days, you're going to see them people. I didn't understand that. I didn't even think about that. I'm 17, 18. I don't care. Like, I didn't care. He was like, Derek, I live in Olathe. I really can't even be aggressive with these people because I might happen to bump into them on my off day. And he pointed at another manager. He lives in Leavenworth. He lives in Missouri. They don't live in Wyandotte, so they can be a little more aggressive. You live here, so you got to kind of watch how you talk to these people because they're going to see you on your off days. And I was like, you so right. Do you realize after that man talked to me like that? Now, I ain't gonna lie, he was a nice dude. But I thought he was finna knock my block off. I mean, my knees were shaking. I was like, oh, I'm about to die before I see this movie. But he was a nice guy. He was super, super cool. Don't you know, after that meeting, every person I talked to, I was polite. I'm so sorry to bother you. I know stuff happens. You missed your payment. They sent me out here to get it. Is there anything you can give me, like $5, $10, something to take back to the store? I hate to take your money. Do you realize how nice I was to people after that man? That man talked to me in that movie theater like that? I think him talking to me hurt worse than a fight. But I was on break. I thought I'd tell that story. Quick little 15-minute story. It's a true story. I don't think I told my parents either one of them stories. To this day, they don't know. The day I almost killed somebody and the day somebody almost killed me. True story. Anyways, shout out to my YouTubers. Like, share, subscribe, comment. If it was funny, comment. If you can relate, comment. Share. Holla at you.